Hello, I'm David Saffo, a PhD candidate at Northeastern University, and along with my co-authors, I will be presenting our work through their eyes and in their shoes, providing group awareness during collaboration across virtual reality and desktop platforms. Synchronous and asynchronous collaborations is becoming ubiquitous among productivity and professional applications and workflows. This trend can also be seen within data visualization research, and this is for good reason, as collaborative visualization presents many benefits, such as improved communication, greater engagement, knowledge sharing, and democratic decision making. However, existing research has primarily focused on collaboration over homogeneous devices. Visualization workflows today utilize a diverse range of devices for a wide range of tasks, from desktops and laptops to mobile devices and ever increasingly immersive devices. Each of these devices has its respective strengths and weaknesses. For example, take desktop and VR devices. VR devices present unique affordances for stereoscopic vision, spatial interaction, and immersive environments, providing key advantages over desktop platforms for visualization workflows such as high-dimensional or natural spatial mapping data. Likewise, desktop platforms have unique advantages for these same workflows, such as text entry, precise interaction, and easier access to external tools. Incorporating multiple types of devices allows collaborators to leverage the strengths and affordances of their respective devices while balancing their weaknesses by relying on collaboration. Consider the following hypothetical. Imagine two physicians visualizing cerebral arteries captured using medical imaging. One physician, using a 2D display, uses 2D abstract network of the scan, while the other, using a 3D immersive display, views a 3D natural representation of the brain. By collaborating, the 2D network can be used to clearly identify areas of interest, while simultaneously, the 3D presentation can be used to investigate these areas in greater detail. But is collaboration under these conditions really that straightforward? These users are presented with asymmetric and divergent views. Furthermore, they are provided with different representations of space across 2D and 3D. How can they communicate and collaborate effectively if divergent views diminish common ground and group awareness? This leads us to our main questions. How do we collaborate with the same data but different views? And how do we provide better group awareness across disparate views? We aim to answer these questions with two contributions. First, our eyes and shoe principles, where we abstract group awareness interactions into 4 levels of interventions. And second, a collaborative qualitative user study, where we used our system dubbed VRXD that implements and modulates these principles under different visualization scenarios to examine how they are used and how they affect group awareness and collaboration across desktop and virtual reality. The eyes and shoe principles are inspired by the idioms, walk a mile in their shoes and try seeing it from their point of view. We use these metaphors to split our mental model of group awareness across the eyes, visual cues, and the shoes, user interactions. Based on this idea, we abstracted different approaches to providing group awareness into 4 broader levels, organized from least awareness provided to most. Level 1 is the simple idea that even an asymmetric divergent visualization views can share several common design choices and styles. This can be done by sharing visual elements such as labels, user interfaces, and visualizations. What you see now is how we implemented this in VRXD, standardizing labels, sharing UI elements, and incorporating analogous visualizations across desktop and VR views. Level 2 incorporates visual cues into the mix that give users insight into where their collaborators are looking, working, or where they are trying to reference. These cues can take many forms, from sharing cursor positions, audio cues, or subtle visual changes, to visualization elements. We implemented this level in VRXD by synchronizing collaborators' hover interactions across views. Level 3 goes even further by allowing users to share interaction and visualization states across views. This is, users can see some or all of the collaborators' interactions, such as hover, filter, zoom, and brush, but only from the context of their own view. We implemented this by allowing users to press and hold the button that would temporarily sync all of their collaborators' interactions, synchronizing the visualization state across their respective views. We called this the peak interaction. Finally, Level 4 seeks to provide total group awareness by sharing the exact representation, respective perspective of the collaborators with each other. Sometimes views are so divergent that there is no alternative other than seeing it for yourself. Perspective sharing allows users to share their views with collaborators to understand exactly what they are looking at and doing. We implemented this by allowing users to view the display output of their collaborators by providing a toggleable watch window for both the desktop and VR views. We conducted a remote collaborative user study using qualitative research to examine collaborative behavior and the effects and use of our eye and shoe principles. We implemented a cross-platform collaborative visualization system we called VRXD that enables synchronous distributed real-time collaboration across desktop non-immersive and VR immersive views. With this system, we used two visualization contexts, abstract visualization and natural spatial mapping. For both of these contexts, we used baseball pitching data for its availability, high dimensionality, spatial features, and knowledge among participants. For the abstract context, we chose to use parallel coordinates as their benefits for multidimensional data visualization are well suited for both 2D and 3D immersive visualization. The 2D view is easy to navigate and view, while the 3D encodes an additional dimension, making clusters easier to spot. For the natural spatial mapping context, we use trajectory visualization that are common across 2D and 3D visualization and are suited for viewing subtle importances of pitch trajectories in baseball data. The 2D version again is easy to navigate and achieves a quick overview of the data, but has to separate pitch trajectories into different 2D projections. However, the 3D immersive visualization allows users to see pitches trajectories to their one-to-one real-life scale, giving them a better idea about what it feels like to try to hit one of these pitches. Our study had two subject factors. The within subject factor, which were the two visualization contexts, so all users saw both contexts, and between subject factors, which were our level 3 peak interaction and level 4 watch interaction. Half the users got peak, half the users got watch. All users had access to level 1 and level 2 interactions. We recruited 6 remote participants using the online platform Prolific. Each pair had 1 VR user and 1 desktop user. VR users were required to own a compatible VR headset, while both users were expected to have some degree of prior knowledge about baseball data and ideally sabermetrics. The task for both visualization contexts was to complete a templated report by exploring the data together. We first coded sessions for general collaborative behavior, generating codes such as same task, same focus, same task, different focus, active and passive listening, and so on. Then we coded sessions for collaborative activities we observed according to the Here and Arguala's model. This gave us codes such as reference and deixis, group awareness, allocation of work, and decision making. Then we recorded each level or levels of group awareness technique were utilized for each instance of group awareness activity. Finally, we recorded which user was the primary leader during each collaborative activity. In our paper, we detailed what each of these code means and how it was observed and what it implies. We also analyzed our data for trends by looking at occurrences and frequency of codes. Additionally, we examined the co-occurrence of these codes. This is a lot of information to summarize quickly, but here are the highlights. In this study, participants exhibited tightly coupled behavior, indicating effective common ground establishment despite asymmetric views. The level 3 peak interactions increased engagement, while level 4 watch allowed for parallel work. The collaborative activity involved common ground and awareness and reference and deixis for seamless task transitions. Group awareness was achieved using all 4 levels of techniques, with level 1 and level 2 for quick references and maintaining awareness, while level 3 and level 4 for transitioning between work modes and establishing group awareness. Level 3 was great for quick looks or sustained watching periods. However, there were times where collaborators needed to establish more common ground and struggled without the level 4 perspective sharing. Leadership behavior was also observed alongside group awareness techniques, facilitating reference and deixis and common ground. VR participants used L4 techniques when desktop participants led, and desktop participants used L3 interactions where VR participants led. This suggests that higher level group awareness techniques support follower roles. However, leadership is influenced by factors such as expertise, individual differences, and assigned roles, as seen in the desktop participants leading more during work allocation due to assigned input tasks. Here are some design takeaways. Separate but not disparate. Collaborative systems should use tailored views that leverage device affordances while maintaining shared elements. Follow the leader. Design views with task suitability in mind, encouraging leadership roles for specific tasks through visualization and interaction design. Cue the cues. Implement information cue techniques for reference and deixis, directing collaborators' attention without perfect view knowledge. Furthermore, consider techniques for mapping landmarks and analogous views when one-to-one mappings are unavailable. Show, don't tell. Focus on perspective sharing group awareness techniques for higher awareness levels. Design unique interaction and perspective sharing techniques for quick collaboration checks, interactive presentations, and sustained viewing periods. Finally, in this study, we explored only a tiny fraction of the design space of our group awareness interactions encapsulated by the eye and shoe principles. In our full text, we discussed several design alternatives, but the vein of research in this area is ripe for exploration and novel collaboration techniques. In conclusion, group awareness is crucial for effective collaboration across devices. As collaborators' views diverge, common ground decreases, making group awareness challenging. Our eye and shoe principles offer 4 levels of techniques to address this issue. By evaluating these techniques in various visualization contexts, we gain insights into their use and general collaborative behavior. Our principles and our findings can guide the design of more effective cross-platform systems and stimulate further research and application of this unique collaboration modality. Thank you for your time. Please see our full paper and supplemental material. Everything is available on our OSF page. If you have any questions, I would be happy to answer them, so do not hesitate to reach out for a chat.